It's a proven fact that the more you try to get your ex back, the more they try to stay away from you. People who get kicked to the curb after a breakup usually think that it was caused by not being good enough for their beau. This makes them feel that they need to do more in order to win back their ex's love and affection. However, that is not necessarily the case. What your ex really wants is someone who can think for themselves and has a strong will to be the best they can be. They also want someone who will challenge them to be the best that they can be. The key word here is challenge. Just like your ex enjoys the challenge of you playing hard to get, your ex wants someone who can give him a run for his money. They want someone who can think for themselves and be independent. If there is only one person in the relationship that decides everything that goes on, there is no challenge within that union. The relationship is just one-sided, and that's not exciting. Men are always looking for excitement and a challenge. They want to explore and experience other things outside of what they know. By getting to explore more than just whining and dining, both parties have elevated their relationship to another level. Find out what your ex really wants with regard to a relationship. Ask him questions you may be surprised at his answers. Don't take him for granted, and don't assume that he is always looking for a romp in the sack. Once you know what he really wants, you can make plans to make some changes for the better. Playing hard to get. Playing hard to get is a way of testing the other to see if they are really interested in you. It involves mystery and challenge. Be careful, though. You don't want to overdo it. It's okay to be unavailable sometimes, but if you make it too difficult, he's going to just go on and pursue someone else. When you play hard to get, you make yourself valuable to the person that is pursuing you. If you are always available for your ex, they won't perceive you as a challenge. To them, you are too easy, too needy, too clingy. Be different than before. It seems that more men than women prefer a challenge. If a man feels that he can manipulate you into doing what he wants, then he won't want you. They don't even want to go out on a date with you anymore. I'm willing to bet that your ex-boyfriend wooed you in the beginning. He tried everything to get your attention. Maybe he bought you flowers or chocolates, wrote letters or emails to you. In fact, anything to make sure you knew he was interested in you. Men love a challenge. They love to compete. This is clearly seen when they watch a football match or a baseball game. They cheer their team on, throw their arms in the air when their team wins. It's an achievement for them. They will do everything that they can to win their prize, and the challenge of winning is what spurs a man on. It's the same when a man sees a woman that he likes. He sees the lead up to winning her, his prize, as a challenge. A big turnoff is if either one of you is controlling or demanding. This can push the other away because it portrays them as wanting to be in charge no matter what. You have to be different for your boyfriend. He has to see things that he did not see the first time in your relationship, things that will make him tick and be interested. Don't settle for being ordinary. Maybe you can dress a little different. Don't dress provocatively. If, for example, you always wore sweats around your ex when you were together, maybe try wearing some nice dress slacks or a nice skirt suit. If you didn't wear makeup before, buy some and apply it. Not only will it make you look a little bit different and show that you are taking more care of your appearance, it will also make you feel better. These are simple changes, and your ex will immediately notice the difference. You need to know what makes your ex tick. You may have failed to do that in the past, but with reconciliation, you have another chance. It can make all the difference in your renewed relationship with him. Provide a sense of mystery. When you're playing hard to get with your ex, don't be predictable. Think outside of the box. Provide a sense of mystery and challenge for him. If you were passive in the previous relationship, show your ex that you are now a different person. You are no longer the easy and willing person you once were. You have to make your ex see you as a worthy catch and for him to deem you as valuable. This also means no sleeping together on the first date or even for some time afterwards. Playing hard to get means that you need to leave such a lasting impression on him that he won't even think of dating anyone else but you. You must bear in mind, however, that you can only be a challenge to him for so long. A more serious role on both sides will be taken on once the relationship has been rekindled. Tips for playing hard to get. When you're playing hard to get with your ex, the purpose is to see if they are really interested in getting back with you. You or your ex may feel that you were taken for granted before the breakup, and just because the thought of getting back together is there, that doesn't mean that you or your ex can play it safe. You don't want any hurt feelings on either side. You can't take for granted that your ex is going to automatically fall in love with you again. Here are some tips you can use to see if the strategy will work. When your ex calls, you don't always have to answer the phone. It's your call as to when you want to talk to them. Keep them wondering a little bit and try not to always make yourself available. Since this should be a challenge, you don't want to come off as an easy person. You want them to sweat a little. That way, you will know whether or not they are really serious about reconciling. You don't have to speak with your ex every day. It can get boring, and one or both of you may lose interest rather quickly. When you know your ex is not there, call him, leave a message. Let him know that you regret missing his call, indicating an interest on your part. Don't show any hint of desperation. Being a little quieter than you were before and not talking as much will make him ask more questions and become more curious about you. Once you and your ex make headway to reconciliation, you can stop using these strategies, although you should still retain a sense of mystery and unpredictability just to keep your ex interested.